Greetings, Botagati5 here. We are continuing our formal wear mini-series. We have already discussed the tuxedo shirt, and a multitude of accessories. So you're probably thinking, what's left? Why, shoes, of course. In today's video, we are going to be discussing specific styles of shoes that are appropriate for men's formal wear. I'm going to be discussing 3 shoe styles in particular. And I would like to begin with the Oxford Cap-Toe. So this is Johnston & Murphy, to be specific, the brand. And what I mean by Oxford Cap-Toe, I don't mean Oxford the brand, I mean the style. So as you see here, it's rounded at the bottom, they call it a cap-toe. And it's a lace-up as opposed to a loafer. This is probably the most common style of shoe in menswear. And in men's formal wear, tuxedos, unless you're renting or something like that, and even sometimes with rentals, this is probably the kind of shoe you're going to get. It's basic, it goes with just about everything. While it's not inappropriate to wear with a tuxedo or a tail suit or something of that nature, it's not the best option, but it is passable. But you want to stay with something simple. You want to make sure it has the finishes on it. You want to make sure that it's clean and shined. You want to make sure that it's actually a lace-up and not a slip-on. There are some different styles. You also want to look at the bottoms here. I'm going to dig into my pet peeves a little bit. This has a nice leather finish. I've seen with the younger crowd and celebrities and kind of trending things, I'm starting to see dress shoes with sneaker or tennis shoe bottoms. I've even seen patent shoes with casual bottoms. It's not a good look. If you're going for like that trendy hip look, but even then, it's just, it really draws, what I don't like about it is it draws the eye away. So you should be focused on the whole outfit. All of a sudden you're focusing on the bottoms of the shoes because it stands out in a negative way. But this is the Oxford Cap-Toe style. Perfectly acceptable. This is more affordable option. You can probably find a pair of these rather inexpensively compared to some other shoes. And of course, you don't always have to go name brand. You just want to make sure you have something that's of decent quality. Now the next shoe I want to discuss, and this is probably a more widely acceptable style, and that is the patent leather pump. Now, they call it a pump. It's not really a pump in the sense like you would think of like a woman's pump with like the heel. This has a little bit of a heel to it, which is kind of where it gets the pump from. This has a nice glossy finish to it. You can see it's nice and shiny. It catches the light nicely. That's what makes it more appropriate for formal wear. It ties into kind of the shininess of the satin trim on your jacket and pants and the buttons. This is also an cap-toe, kind of Oxford style. As you see, it has that rounded bottom to it, and it has the finishes. Excuse me. But just a little classier, just that next step up with that shiny finish. In my next video, I'm going to go into a little more detail, the history and construction and kind of background of the different shoe styles, but I just wanted to show these off to finish my kind of work on the accessory end of men's formal wear. Shoes are somewhat of an accessory, although you have to have them as opposed to some accessories. But that's just something I wanted to show off here. These are a little more delicate, so you want to be careful with them. You want to avoid getting them wet. The care and clean for them is just a little different as opposed to the previous shoe that I mentioned. I will also be demonstrating that in another video. But I just wanted to show these off for you. And then I have one more pair that I want to show off. And that is more of a Oxford pump. Or I'm sorry, opera pump. These are actually a slip-on. And the opera pump comes in a variety of different styles. The one I have here, it's a Steve Madden. I like it. It has a little detailing on the inside. Not that that's terribly important because you don't always see that. This is a crushed velvet. So it has a really, really soft, almost cat-like kind of texture to it. It's almost like petting an animal. Mine has this gold detailing here. It's like a buckle clasp kind of style. Most strictly for decoration. It doesn't hold any functional purpose. You'll see some though that are embroidered. They have different designs. Some people, if you're really fancy, you'll have like your family crest on there. Or if you're in some kind of club or society, you'll have that. Some of your fancier brands, they'll have their branding on it. This is a more acceptable shoe for evening wear, that kind of after 6 kind of thing. So tail suits, smoking jackets, things like that. This is also a delicate kind of shoe with it being the crushed velvet. You want to be careful about getting it wet. And this one's a little easier to clean though. I just take like a little lint brush and you just want to kind of go with the grain so you don't disturb the laying of it. And I'll just come in here a little bit so you can kind of see better. This one has a nice bit of traction on the bottom, so it's good for dancing in and walking overall, different textures and not worrying about slipping and things like that. Has a nice sole to it. And then again, you've got that inside, got the little bit of patterning here, and you can kind of see the texture here of the crushed velvet, which is very nice. So, those are tuxedo shoes. Hopefully that helps you guys out. If you're following this mini series and styling yourself, you know exactly what shoe to go with what. And again, some of it's personal preference. But if you're really wanting to make a big impression with the formal wear look, don't skimp on the shoes. Excuse me. You don't have to spend a ton of money. These here, I showed them off in a video late last year. A little haul I got from DSW. I think all 3 pair I spent around $150, $160 after taxes, something like that. And this was in the lot, so you can do a lot with a little. But I just wanted to come on here and update my formal wear mini series and discuss shoes. And I actually have some more shoes in my collection now, including these nice white patents that I hope to put to some use as well. So I thought it would be a good time to update the shoes as well as everything else. I hope this video has been informative. Always hit me up in the comment section, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time.